let's talk Batman, because we are playing a Batman game.
Yeah.
We'll not aimlessly talk about random other shit. We'll try and talk more.
Let's play
Batman.
a DC game and talk about Marvel. Who cares? I got it unsub then. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So, well, I want to talk about the Killing Joke a wee bit. Which you've read the Killing Joke and
yes,
you've seen the adaptation.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
yes.
Well, first things first is. Do you think the Joker should have an origin story or no origin story?
He should have an ambiguous origin story.
Yeah, so like a couple of
threads, yeah, that could seem plausible, because it helps round the character. And I mean, they've done more with it since the kind of Killing Joke. They've done is it 3 Jokers?
Yeah, 3 Jokers is an interesting one because it basically says, that's the backstory. It basically just treats it as that's the official canon. Oh, is this a?
It's given how nice it looks.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Pardon me 1 wee second.
Oh.
I do like the volume, but it's
a little bit loud.
It's a little distracting. Right, sorry about that. I really like the 3 Jokers. Like, I really like the writing. Apart from, I don't get why. Is Barbara Gordon allowed to fire into anyone who hasn't at one point been Robin? Like, seriously? Like, you try and put her together with Jason Todd. I thought that was a bit weird, but other than that though, I really liked it. Really liked the artwork. But yeah, that's one of the things about it is I don't like it goes Killing Joke. That's just it. That's just his backstory. I don't like it there. There's a really terrible follow up to Hush, where the Riddler claims that he was there and saw it happen, and it was Killing Joke is canon. Which again, they'll be like, are we meant to? Oh, can you grab one of those and pull it?
Aye.
Yeah, don't shoot it. Fly in it or something.
Can you do a mad spin attack? Oh, there we go. It did summit. Ah, there we go. They're up my tail now.
Oh, right, you get little bombs. Yeah.
How do you feel about bombs?
So they're balls. So I mean, number one, I don't like having an origin story, but I like the Killing Joke because again, he puts it himself, maybe it was this, maybe, who knows, maybe.
Yeah, the ambiguity is what makes it interesting. Is it's
the best description I think I saw, it was a YouTube comment or something, was just jokes aren't funny when you have to explain them, and I was like, yeah, I agree with that. As a sort of metaphor. But yeah, I detested the adaptation, and the.
No, I thought it was alright. I mean, what was it specifically you didn't like about it?
The whole prologue was just shit. I thought I just thought it was so bad, and the stereotypical gay best friend, it just out of nowhere, and it's just creepy how Batman and Batgirl are pumping. I just think that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it needed to be there. It was fine for him to just kind of be a mentor type of thing to her.
Taking advantage a wee bit of his.
Yeah, a little bit. That makes it sort of gross in a way.
That was consensual.
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, it's
is he taking advantage of her?
Yeah, but just everything about it just raises a bunch of questions that I'd rather not have to think about.
And then tonally, it totally changes anyway when it gets into the sort of Killing Joke story. So it's they are just 2 distinct stories. Someone.
Yeah, it's Yeah, you can just tell straight away because it's not. The killing joke's written in that way, and some people like it and some people don't. I do like it, but I like it because it's like that from the outset and throughout, where it's almost sort of like prose. It's like I don't know. Probably not the best description, but like a Dickens novel or something. Oh, you need more bombs.
I need more bombs.
Yeah, it's written like a Dickens novel or something like that. Whereas Azzarello has written some good stuff and he's written some hot garbage, but his style of writing is a bit more modern or what have you. Like, you know, the gay best friend, like, oh, Daniel and crap like that. Like, fine, but it's one of those things where, like, that should be, you know, it has to be consistent. Like, so it's just like somebody just took an axe and just chopped the film in two, because when they're talking at the start, it's like a much more casual, realistic almost like type of way of talking. And then when it goes into the killing joke, it's more kind of like poetic-y almost, and like perhaps sooner, perhaps later, and all that type of stuff. And yeah, I thought Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill were good, like they're always good, but not amazing, and that makes me just think it was the way they were directed, because everything, I just felt everything was quite monotone and sort of not that expressive. Where do we need to go?
That's probably exactly what I need to hit.
Yeah, so I thought all the delivery was I thought the deliveries were like really sort of forgettable, and we know that that's not like them. Even the animation I thought was fine, but there were moments when they were kind of just stood there doing nothing when I feel like they should have been doing stuff. And then my big one was actually the ending, because like in the book it's like he barely lets out a kind of chuckle, and it's like a small thing. It's like a small little victory the Joker kind of got over him, whereas like in the film they're howling and he's holding on to him and he's like, I'm on Joker, I'll go back to the cave, we'll get a few cans in, and they become like best friends.
Take it or leave it, the Killing Joke, I suppose. Like read the book and have the real experience, or watch the movie if your kind of like eyes don't work, I guess.
Yeah, no,
then,
I definitely...
Not that it's easier to...
slam over there.
Slam it into that, do you think?
Well, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yes.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was harmless enough.
Well, okay.
But it wasn't as good as, like, Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Under the Red Hood's, like, way better in every way, like, animation-wise and acting-wise and everything.
It's like you say, it's inexcusable if you're feeling like the actors are being monotone, because these guys have done it for years.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not the
norm.
It must have been
the
direction.
A director saying, I know you're used to doing Batman and you've done it for like fucking 20 years or whatever, but you know, for once, let's
just do it like worse.
Yeah, you should do it, but like have no emotion whatsoever. Because I think people will really like respect that.
Stop circling around it.
Sorry.
No, not you. No, it's just the bomb keeps. There we go. Right. And then your bombs. There we go. There we go.
Pew, pew, pew.
Aye, so like Linkara's all cuck, but he made some points I agree with and some points I don't. Because he was like, if you were gonna just change the story completely, just change it completely, and like have Barbara not be crippled, and like, you know, she can come back for the finale and help fight the Joker or something.
Yeah, that's a good show.
And I'm like, I kind of neither agree nor disagree, to be honest. I'm like, well, the actual adaptation part is very faithful, so I get that that's what they wanted to do, and they just felt like they wanted to make it longer.
I think we can maybe just leave that. I think that's just maybe a wee side thing.
That's
right.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's fight the Scarecrow instead. It's fucking gas clouds. His ass cloud.
So yeah, I mean, he made some okay points and he made some redundant points about like sexist and everything else. I'm like, well, shut up. Get over it. And he goes on a whole spiel about please don't go on Twitter and abuse Brian Azzarello because I don't like him. It's like, I definitely was not going to do that, but okay.
Just
Linkara's
hold me back. Hold me back.
Linkara's opinion is just so important to me.
Shake the earth.
Linkara doesn't like this guy. I better jump on Twitter real quick and abuse him. Yeah, blow that thing up.
I did my best to. Oh, that's you, sorry. Problem is, he gets right up your ass.
Yeah, he does.
Can he like fucking... Right, there we go. You use your minds to hit him. Or you do that. You just fucking... You lasso him and I'll fucking bring him in for the kill. This will be quite easy then. Scoop, scoop, scoop.
Scoop, scoop, potatoes.
Come on, that should catch him. Come on, lasso him.
Come here, I'm trying. I'm trying. Come here. See, he's flying too fast because he's trying to get away from your torpedo.
He's caught in a fucking time warp there.
There we go.
Sorry. You're right, he was driving fast to get away from the torpedo, making him impossible to lasso.
Oh, just heavy smack into
thing. Right, cool, they're dead. Back to the Batcave. Oh, have you seen the Flash trailer?
Yes, I have.
Oh, it's so good, man. Can't wait to see Michael Keaton be Batman again.
The trailer did look really good, to be fair.
I mean, I don't know what TV show he was on promoting it. It was probably like, the Tonight Show or whatever. And the presenter goes like that to him. You played Batman, and Michael Keaton turns around and goes, I am Batman.
Yeah.
Like the full interview was like, no, I am Batman. Like, no, you played him in 1989, you were like Batman. He's like, no mate, I am Batman. And I was like, fucking killer.
I'll need to look that up. I want to see that.
It was a meme, so I don't know if this is accurate, but Danny DeVito apparently did the same thing.
Alright.
They were interviewing Danny DeVito going, who's your favourite Batman? And they're like, who's the guy who was in the movie with me when I was the Penguin?
Yeah.
And they're like, Michael Keaton. It's like, him, he's Batman. And they're like, well, do you want to talk about anybody else? He was like who else? And they're showing him pictures of like, Christian Bale or whatever, and Danny DeVito's like, no, him, he's Batman. It's just like, fair enough.